topic I need to hit real quick, because I saw this going around the other day and I didn't know much about it. I just saw clown cosplay person and that's about it. I kind of walked away because I thought maybe this was about my buddy Cloud, who has this weird clown fetish. So I thought maybe that was what this was about, and I just, decided to ignore it because I was too busy with my day job and other stuff in Final Fantasy 14. But no, this was actually a topic. This was a real thing. The threat was allegedly directed at energy drink company GamerSup. So, leftist influencer charged threatening to boom boom an anime convention because of GamerSups. Because of GamerSups, they threatened to go out there and boom boom an anime convention. So cosplay influencer Kit Noel arrested for threatening to boom boom rival at Texas anime convention over energy drink dispute. And I'm just getting some of this stuff before we go too far into this, but a popular cosplayer was arrested on Sunday after she allegedly threatened to boom boom a rival stall at an anime convention in Texas while they were arguing about gamer supplements online. Kendra Noel Manning, a 25-year-old cosplayer, better known as Kit Noel, or Kit Noel, whatever, online, was charged with making a terroristic threat to impair public services, a third-degree felony that could see her exchange her whimsical cosplay outfits for an orange prison jumpsuit for the next decade if convicted. And listen, guys, she's obviously not that great of a cosplayer because, look, she looks fantastic from this angle with that amount of makeup. But then you see this angle, and I'm focusing on this angle. She starts looking like a balloon. It looks like maybe a pillow, something like that. And, well, I'll be honest, I'm not going to cry over it, but we got a fast facts. GamerSups turns cosplayer into criminal. Fast facts from Legal Mindset. This is only 8 minutes and 15 seconds long, but we're going to see this just to get some of the fast information on this, because what the hell is happening right now? I will say before we go too far into this, don't go threatening to boom boom your rival for the whole craziness of all this. Why the hell are you doing this? Why the heck is this even a real? Alpha Mega will take you up on that.
Ups. Has triggered a unhinged cosplayer into committing terrorism. We're going to get that today on Legal Minds, where we teach you to be your own judge. Of course, I'm Andrew Esquire, and this is a fast facts version, the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. And this one was one as a person who's attended a couple anime and gaming conventions in the past, maybe a bit of a weeb. This one. I'm
not a weeb, guys. I'm definitely not a weeb. Don't look at my background. Don't look at any of this stuff. I'm not a weeb. I haven't gone to an anime convention. Ignore any of me talking about my times at maybe Anime Matsuri or anything like that. I'm definitely never been to an anime convention. I'm going in here entirely like blinded and not knowing what I'm about to see.
Definitely got my attention because there are a lot of unhinged things that go on in the anime, gaming, con world. But
yes, I'll just say it. Yes. Okay. Ignoring my little BS that I did right there. There's people that walk around with signs saying "step on you" for $5. There's some weirdness within the full on anime VTuber gaming world. There's some craziness there, and there are some people that need to know what deodorant is. I will also say that. But yeah, there's some weird things there. I've seen some things that I wish I never saw. And yes, I do have a waifu.
Terrorism is typically not one of them. Typically, you're not facing up to 10 years in prison. We're going to get into that today. If you guys like these fast facts, make sure you like the video and drop a comment below. So what happened here? What's going on in this particular case? This involves a cosplayer named Kit Noel, who got involved here in Texas. So who is Kit Noel? Well, Kit Noel is a cosplayer who has a decent following on TikTok. Of course, it's kind of easy to farm up on TikTok. Or
super easy, super easy to farm up on TikTok. Bros, if you go on TikTok, you get in that right algorithm of just the cosplay chicks. They're always attractive. It's super easy to farm guys that just want to see pretty girls or attractive girls caked up in makeup in, revealing positions. Yeah, it's super easy to farm up a following over there on TikTok. So seeing 115,000 followers on TikTok alone, I'm actually thinking that's a little too that's not a whole lot. Same with her Instagram followers, or is this her threads? Yeah, this is her Instagram followers. This isn't a whole lot. She's actually kind of low on the grand scheme of cosplayers out there. There's some with millions and millions of followers. I'm not saying it's a hard grift over there, but it's a decent grift.
Instagram, you can see, is much less followed, the likes down there. But you can also see her next con is the San Japan official con, which is the one that is at risk here. But you see, she had some sort of clout here. I would say she was just an average, knowing, cosplay models and whatever. Seems pretty average, standard, run of the mill cosplay.
A little light, to be honest, a little low on the follower counts, if I'm going to be real honest with you right here, guys.
Player, you can see she's got some works here, doing anything from, ranging to, I guess, Hellgirl here to.
I'll say this, her Hellgirl, no, not bad. That's a good cosplay. This one right here is obviously Cloud's favorite. Again, I'm taking a shot at my good old buddy because he has a weird clown fetish.
Well, a more appropriate Joker-esque look here. So yeah, there's a lot of different looks, but I'd say she's an average cosplayer, pretty much normal cosplayer. Except for when it came to San Japan. Now, when it came to San Japan, she was not going to this convention, right, for the purpose of enjoying herself. This is, of course, in San Antonio. Enjoying herself with, wonderful cosplay, perhaps going to some panels. I love panels. Panels are great. Or, checking out cool stuff like the cool cars, the merch, etc. No.
There's a lot of cool stuff at Japanese conventions. And I saw some of the pictures from San Japan. I know my good buddy Hayden Wayne, shout out to you, bro. He got to go to San Japan. There's some cool VTubers that were there. Kason was there. I do believe Zentreya was there. I'm trying to think. There's another one that's on the tip of my tongue that I know was there. Shondo. There's a lot of the cool VTubers that were there, and I might try to go next year. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to try to go because it looked like a fun time.
Oh, no. She was going to this convention in order to make terroristic threats. That's right. According to her arrest report, her last name is actually Manning, says she replied to an Instagram story posted by another booth. So there's another cosplayer who rented a booth near her and said and wrote, planting a bomb in their booth today.
It's a fucking anime convention. It's an anime convention. There's a lot of degen stuff there, okay? I see Alpha Omega in my chat say there's a lot of degen stuff, because there are a lot of degen stuff at anime conventions. They're fun, though. You go there to experience the fun and joy of it all. It doesn't matter what their politics are or what they support and what you support. You're going there to have a damn good time. I saw all sorts of crazy people at anime conventions, people I'd probably really disagree with and not want to, probably have a beer with. But you want to know what we had in common? We had in common our love of anime, my love of Gundam. I got to see so many people there just geeking out over Gundam. And I was like, oh my God, I'm at heaven. My love for Berserk. I saw several really good Guts cosplays with a fantastic Dragon Slayer sword. I was in heaven seeing that stuff. People go to these things to have a good time. We don't go to do this. Why would you ever even say this?
Yeah. Unhinged. And this was all because she disliked the gaming nutrition company, GamerSubs. That's right.
$5. I'm placing $5 on here, okay? I'm putting $5 down right now. Who wants to say she hated GamerSubs because of Kirsha? I'm putting $5 on that one. I'm putting $5 down on that one and taking that bet because there's so many weird schizos out there that hate GamerSubs because of Kirsha. I'm not even joking right now. That's a real thing. And if this is because of Kirsha, I'm going to kind of be laughing. I'm going to probably laugh my ass off if this is because of Kirsha.
Right, blame GamerSubs. The really horrible people who bring you Anime Girl Thigh, caffeine free, Balberry, also caffeine free, and Foxley, which is also caffeine free. Yes, of course. This is absolutely the worst thing ever. It must go. The war on Anime Girl Thighs, on Bao, on Fox Girls. Yes, this is all very true. This is all very valid. No, of course not. You cannot threaten to plant a bomb in a booth because you simply do not like somebody's, gaming nutrition company. And yes, that gaming nutrition company has taken a stand on certain issues, or rather they've refused to be budged or refused to be canceled. They've kind of held the line. And, that's something that some people love them for. A lot of people.
I love them for that. In fact, them not wanting to actually remove Kirsha was a really good stance. I was like, I actually had criticisms for Kirsha when she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna remove my affiliate, badge because I don't want to send them any more hate." I actually disagreed with her on that. I thought, keep it because they're obviously not budging. I support gamer subs because they're out there supporting other people, no matter what political affiliation they have. They have Tricky as one of the people that's affiliated with them and has a flavor associated with her. Tricky went out there and made some very bad comments in regards to our orange trout king. You know, she said some things when the shooty shooty happened last summer. She has gone out there and said things I greatly disagree with. There's many of people that work alongside GamerSupps that say things I highly disagree with. But you want to know what I support GamerSupps for? Is because they're not out there saying, hey, this person needs to lose this thing, and they're not bending down for the mob. Even if I disagree with Tricky, you want to know what basically makes them better? Is because at the same time, they'll support somebody like Kirsha. They'll also support somebody like Scoochon. They'll support somebody like Alana. They'll go out there and be like, yeah, we're on these people's sides. We're gonna let them go out there and be a part of this. That's why I like them so much, is because no matter how many people they support that I disagree with, they are supporting people I do agree with, and they are backing them. And that's what I really like about that company.
Love them for. But of course, there are people that are extremely unhinged, can't control themselves. And this is an example of going too far. And it seems to me that we're seeing more and more and more of this. Like the instances of this really unhinged behavior is increasing because these sort of things are being normalized. We've talked about this with language on Twitch and other platforms where people are getting very used to defamation. They're getting very
oh, son. Oh, sorry, guys. I had my allergies are starting to kick up. You know, my things like that are, it is falls quickly approaching. You know that it's just allergies.
very used to threats. They're getting very used to, making casual references to violence or ending somebody. Very, really horrible things that you should not be behaving that way at all, pretty much ever. But that's what
I will say there's another person that I saw recently that said some things that you really, really, really shouldn't be out there saying. I do not support anybody out there saying any sort of violent rhetoric or trying to push violent rhetoric. I find it to be abhorrent and atrocious. And the fact that there are more and more people just finding it okay to come out there and say stuff like that, it is terrifying to me. It is something I think is a big problem in society. And we are seeing actual ramifications of things like this going on right now. It is a problem and it does need to be fixed in some way, shape, or form. That's not me saying, hey, ban people for saying stuff. It's more like, hey, we actually have a cultural problem right now that really does need to get fixed.
that's what's going on in a lot of these realms. And people like Kit Noel thought this was okay, or Miss Manning, if you want to call her that, thought this was okay. So of course she was booked into the Bexar County Adult Detention Center on 8/31 at 9:46. She's a white female, 4'11", a tiny one with 108.
Well, Gal has a win. Gal has a win, guys. This schizo is shorter than Gal. Gal's a solid 5 feet tall. Okay, this woman's only 4'11", so Gal has a win.
114 pounds, blonde or strawberry hair, hazel eyes. And here we have it, the charge, terroristic threats. So let's get into what that is, and let's look at that statute and what she's looking at. So here's the statute. This is Texas Statute Section 2207, and that says a person who commits an offense, if he, and by the way, the statute, it's gender neutral despite saying he, so he means he or she, whatever. A person commits an offense if he threatens to commit any offense involving violence to a person or property with intent to. So once again, a threat. So threatening to commit violence with intent to cause a reaction of any type to this type of threat by official or volunteer agency organized to deal with emergencies. So trying to cause, a stress on the 911 system or volunteers or firefighters or whatever else. Number two, place any person in fear of imminent serious bodily injury. Well, that definitely is a thing. That's for sure there. Next, prevent or interrupt the occupation of a room or place of assembly to which the public has access. Well, that could be a convention center. That could be considered that. Definitely number two. Number three, possible as well. Number four, cause the impairment or interruption of public communications, public transit, public water, gas, or power supply. Not really catching it there. But number five, which actually carries the highest penalty, says placing the public or substantial group of the public in fear of serious bodily injury.
Yeah. I think that one probably would apply right here. I think that one's probably going to be the one that she gets hit with because it's in Texas and they don't really F around with this stuff anymore because they're really tired of it.
Boom, we have it right there. the public is gathered, not just a single person under number 2, but the public is gathered at a convention. So number 5, it's risking a substantial group of people. And what is the penalty? Well, the penalty for this under the offense under section A4, A5, A6, and this was once again, if you go back and look at this is A5, right? You've got up to 10 years in prison. It's a felony of the 3rd degree. So 10 years in prison because you do not like gamer subs. I think we all need to take a deep breath, and I think we all need to think long and hard when we make these statements where we are threatening other people, we are defaming other people, we're attacking other people, and particularly something like a bomb. You do not joke about that. That's something you say. Good luck saying that in an airport. You'll know where you'll find yourself, and you shouldn't be able to feel free to say this on an Instagram post, whether you think that's okay in your private circle or not, or at home or whatever. You cannot say these things publicly. It's just not okay. And there is something going on, whether it is, a mental health crisis or just an escalation where this is happening more and more. And what we're going to see is we are going to see continual bookings in these mass events. And I will tell you right now, having been to anime conventions, I've been to gaming conventions, the people are usually lovely people. They're usually great. They're usually fine and fun, but this is how it gets ruined for everybody.
I'm not disagreeing with him at all right here, and I should have paused a little bit more there. Again, like, anime conventions are where people come together and just have a grand old time because we all collide together with our love of a shared medium, our understanding of this particular medium, and our interest in it. Like, I can disagree with so many people, but the moment One Piece comes up, I start geeking out like crazy. The moment Gundam comes up, I start looking at it and go like, oh my god, that's one sexy looking Gundam right there. I freaking love Master Gundam or Unicorn Gundam or anything like that. Like, I can go on for hours about Gundam and Gundam lore and Gundam like history and stuff like that. And I know somebody else is also going to be able to do that at the same time. That's why these conventions are so wonderful, is because people come together and you talk about that stuff. You engage with that sort of medium and you do make lifelong friends. When it comes to my buddy Kratos El Kratos, we met at Anime Matsuri. When it comes to Gal and I, we met at Anime Matsuri for the first time. Even my good buddy Kel, we met at Anime Matsuri. I have made great friendships at these cons. I have met so many people that I would never have met if it wasn't for going to some of these cons. And it is sad to see somebody willing to try to ruin that all because they are upset over a stupid little... And I'm not trying to disparage gamer subs here, but I'm just putting this into perspective. They're upset with somebody because they support a rival energy group, an energy supplement group. That's why you're wanting to do all this. That's why you went out there and made this threat, is because they're maybe affiliated with gamer subs or they support gamer subs and you have a problem with them. So you want to ruin all that. You want to ruin potential friendships, potential like-minded individuals coming together, all because you are upset with gamer subs. Let that sink in on how atrocious that is. And he is right. There is a large, weird swelling of just general animosity, anger, hatred, in a sense that it's okay to go out there and make threats like this, that it's okay to go out there and do harm on other people because of, let's not even mince words, okay? And I'm not trying to make this all about him, but he's the best example of this. People like Hassan out there who go around flagrantly and make all sorts of statements about how this person should be, harmed in some way, shape, or form. How he'll go out there and brandish a weapon. How he'll go out there and just dox hordes of people that he disagrees with. And I am pointing this out at Hassan, but it's not just Hassan. There's other people that do the exact same thing. But you always see just one little, simple line that they all always agree, and they all always fall on one simple political side. I'm not trying to make this like all about that, but you can always see where they are. You can always see what they're interested in, and you can always see they're not mentally well. And we do have a problem here where we need to stop supporting this and we need to stop promoting this, and we do need to, you know what, I'll be honest, I hope this woman gets 10 years in prison because I do want that stuff to stop. I'm tired of the violence and escalation and all this. And for crying out loud, you're doing at a freaking anime convention. K-Sun's there and people just want to have a good old time. That's all they want to do, is they want to join in their love of a medium that is honestly saying better stories right now than anything you're getting out of the West.
This is how the conventions go away, the fun stops, the gathering stops, because when these things start happening more and more and more, they're just going to have to say, okay, well, I guess we're not having an event, or okay, I guess we just can't do booths, or okay, we can't do XYZ, because these incidences are increasing. And it's largely in many cases because people are focusing on the politicization. So once again, if people could ramp down that politicization, the politics, I think that would go a long way. And certainly terrorism was not called for here. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you on.
And I agree with him. And it is people that just focus so heavily on the politics because of the political aspect of all this. It's people that don't understand that we can agree to disagree, for crying out loud. I can look at you and say, you know what? I disagree on this economic system, and you can disagree with me on this economic system. But you know what we all love? We love Gundam. It's upside down. We love Gundam. We love things like that. We love coming together. We love talking about Tokyo Ghoul and how season 1 was fantastic and it just went downhill from there. We love talking about Yu-Gi-Oh!, My Hero Academia, what have you. We love coming together and talking about these things and expressing our love and appreciation and admiration for these particular topics. We love going around there and seeing Kei-san, Zenshreya, Shondo. I do believe even Henya was walking around doing some streams there. We love talking about those things, and people that just focus in on the politics don't know how to have fun. They want to come out here and they want to ruin it for the rest of us. And when it comes to this girl, I don't know if she's posted bail yet or not. She has actually posted bail. Now that I'm looking at this, Manning was soon released on a $35,000 bond. So I actually do hope she gets that 10 years in prison. I do hope they slap her with the hardest amount there, mainly because 1, I want this stuff to stop, and 2, I like anime conventions and I don't want them to be taken away because of some schizos out there that want to freak out because somebody else supports a freaking gamer, somebody else supports a gaming energy supplement site that they don't like. Okay, that's what I want to do right now. But hey, that's my take on this situation right now, and we'll see where it goes.